Everyone knows the biotic whirlwind called the N7 Fury. We've seen her dash into a room full of enemies and lay waste to all of them within seconds. Maybe you yourself have mastered the wild beastie that is the Fury. Well, it wasn't always this way, you know. Human biotics used to be simply called adepts. They ran around the battlefield wishing they were sexy Asari or daring Drells, until one day a lowly trainee decided to shed her armor and take the biotic world by storm. This is her story. The story of Felicia, the first fabulous Fury. Right now, Felicia is in her final term at the Alliance School for Combat Biotics. This is the last step in her training before she ships off with the fleet to fight the Reapers and save the galaxy, of course. Fernando, a fellow trainee, has always told her,
Felicia, remember, my dear, you are fabulous.
Right now, however, Felicia is feeling anything but. Her combat simulator scores are the lowest in the class. Being last means she gets the honor of wearing the school's only set of yellow armor. The needs the most improvement armor, as her instructors would say.
Check out my yellow armor, everyone. It means I'm last, as in bottom of the class, baby.
This armor was handed down from class to class.
Ugh, it even smells awful.
The lessons were simple. Use the acolyte to strip the enemy's shields, suspend them with singularity, and then detonate them. Use shockwave for enemies that were close. Use warp for enemies that were far.
Strip the shield, singularity, detonate. Shockwave for close, warp for far.
Simple, effective, and boring.
Strip them naked. You're naked. Floating flotsam. You're flying. Big bada boom.
This technique worked well against a single enemy, sure, but her classmates were fast and aggressive, always running up from behind and messing up her rhythm. Even worse, trainees could purchase their own weapons from the quartermaster. Well, Felicia didn't have enough credits to buy a pet space hamster, let alone 1,000,000 credits for a Lancer assault rifle. She was stuck with the school's standard issue weapons, the Acolyte pistol and the Hurricane SMG. These weapons came with the wise teachings of
Acolyte for shield, hurricane for hurting armor. I got it.
But Felicia was always missing with the Acolyte, and she hated switching weapons. Keeping 3 different biotic powers straight was hard enough. And the Hurricane?
Hold still, you stupid hurricane.
Felicia found the only way she could kill anything was to get in close.
Gotta get closer.
Her instructors berated her for this behavior. Watch out for the acid. The swarmers will overwhelm you. You're too close to that banshee, she will grab you. But it was thrilling to get in close. And after a match in the combat simulator, Fernando would come over and place his arm on her shoulder and say,
Don't listen to them. They do not know that you are fabulous.
With final exams only a week away, Felicia and her classmates were left to run as many combat simulations as they wanted. Well, Felicia had given up on trying to beat her teammates in score. All she wanted to do was just graduate and get on to the real war against the Reapers. She found ways to channel her aggression as she continued missing acolyte shots, missing enemies with her singularity, or even worse, clipping it on a damn window. Her only joy now was punching enemies out of singularity. She imagined herself as Vespa, the beautiful and powerful Justicar, fighting alongside Dax, the dynamic Drell, as he punched banshees back into the black void from where they spawned, just like in the action holovids.
Hiya! Hiya! Kapow! Hiya!
But her enthusiasm often got her into trouble. As punishment for her reckless behavior, her instructors put her on the dreaded Banshee bait duty.
Juicy, juicy human over here. Follow that bait. Follow the bait. Don't eat the bait.
It was Felicia's job to not kill the Banshee, simply draw it around and around and around away from objectives.
Follow the yellow birdie. Come on, Banshee.
It was dangerous, thankless, and downright unappreciated work.
Follow the bait, but don't eat it. Follow the yellow birdie.
Fernando tried to cheer her up,
Don't worry, Felicia. You're fabulous.
but she did not like being on bait duty.
Kapow!
To make matters worse, her teammates were getting fancy and setting up tech explosions to steal her kills. So that's where Felicia was, destined to go into the fleet fighting Reapers, being bait for real monsters. Until she saw the school's last guest speaker, a wise old Krogan. Felicia had no idea that this grouchy old lizard camel would change her life forever.
These rocket troopers are cheaters.
You're a limber human. Dodge 'em.
Greetings everyone, Captain Stash here. I hope you enjoyed Felicia's first adventure. We had a lot of fun making them. She has 2 more adventures, one where she meets the wise old Krogan, and then in Chapter 3 she finally becomes a fabulous Fury. If you like Mass Effect and humor, we've got all sorts of goodies for you on the Captain Stash channel. We've got funny poetry, funny music videos, all sorts of good stuff. Come on over, see if you want to subscribe. And thanks to Jumpin' for putting me up on his site. Good times.